All right, so officially good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Construction Trades Institute here at South Mountain Community College. I think you're in for a little bit of a treat today because we've arranged and created a bit of a hybrid event for you. In some ways, the online experience is going to be more immersive than the in-person experience. We've got some student videos to show you. We have a virtual tour of our brand new Student Success Center. And of course, we will cut a ribbon with a giant pair of scissors. So we've got a small group joining us here in person today, and you'll get a chance to hear from some of them. But many more of you are joining online, and we appreciate however you're connecting with us. We appreciate the time you're taking to celebrate with us. And celebrate we will, because this is the official launch of the Construction Trades Institute here at South Mountain Community College. The CTI is really the result of strong support from our district office and our governing board. So for those of you connecting online, witnessing this event today, thank you very much. I want to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Kathleen Wynn, who's joining us in person. Ms. Wynn, thank you for being here today. We are extremely grateful for the trust and faith that our district leaders have placed in us, because we fully recognize that this does not happen without resources. And we appreciate that faith, the faith to create something extraordinary. Not just for the community of South Phoenix, but for all of Maricopa County. A place where students can get in and out quickly, but still leave as qualified, skilled trades professionals. So you'll get a chance to hear from Mike Brewer today. Let me do my best to embarrass Mike a little bit. Mike's the founder and CEO of Brewer Companies, the largest residential plumbing contractor in the state of Arizona, and our founding industry partner. And for those of you who don't know about Mike and what Mike's been doing over the past couple of years, probably longer, is Mike Brewer's been a strong and passionate advocate for the trades. And our visions aligned in a number of different areas. In fact, Dr. Olson and I met with the Brewer team 2 years ago. And we really heard their challenge. And their challenge was this, that they needed qualified people, and they needed qualified people yesterday. So it became very clear that our visions did in fact align. First, we needed to create a set of programs in framing, in plumbing, and in electrical, where students could finish in just one semester, to satisfy the growing demands for qualified trades professionals here in the state. Second, together we wanted to elevate the profile of the trades as not just a job, but as a meaningful career, and a lucrative one at that. This month, the inaugural cohort of trade students here at SMCC will graduate with a certificate in either carpentry, electrical, or plumbing. Each and every one of them is guaranteed an interview with one of our trades partners. Brewer Companies, McCarthy Building Companies, 3G Construction, and Haskins Electric. The learning, the experiences that our students have had and will continue to have in the classroom, in this space, in this lab, and on the job site, has been shaped by these incredible partners. So today we're here to honor them, because without our partners, none of this would exist. So to our partners, not to get too cheesy, but you should know that your support is changing lives, right? It's changing the course of lives. And so we honor you today. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Pasquayaqui tribe. We've had a long-standing relationship with the tribe, mostly through the Guadalupe Center a few miles down the street in the town of Guadalupe. We'd like to thank Cheryl Bakari for her ongoing support. And let me be more specific. So the Pasquayaqui tribe provided scholarships for 40% of our inaugural cohort of students. So I know Cheryl's joining us remotely. She's not here in person today. So Cheryl, if you're out there, thank you so much. We honor you as well. Additionally, great timing. Only a great timing. You walked in at the perfect time. Additionally, we have a council member of the Pasquayaqui Tribal Council, actually someone near and dear to our hearts, having previously worked for South Mountain. Council member Angelina Matus, thank you for joining us today. We timed that, didn't we? Did we time that? You know, we are a people-driven organization here at South Mountain Community College. So allow me some time to thank the people who made the Institute possible, and then the people who made today possible as well. Of course, it all starts with our governing board, and I've referenced Ms. Wynn and the support she's provided us. Our district leadership team, Chancellor and Provost, the district's workforce development team, a member of which you'll hear from today. And I want to embarrass our faculty a little bit. Those of you connecting remotely aren't able to see them, but standing in the back there, we've got some extraordinary faculty. Mike Thulin. First, we recruited him from the utility industry after years and years of work there. And Mike Blanton as well, years in the industry and years as an educator as well. As an academic leader, when you're building these programs, you can put all the pieces in place. You can get all the shiny equipment, you can establish partnerships, but if you don't have extraordinary faculty, the program will not be a success. As we struggle through some adversity this very first semester, the faculty handled all of those challenges with grace and resilience, and they're really shaping the experience that our students are having today. So Mike, thank you so much for your efforts. I want to also thank Kyle Mitchell specifically. Kyle's a program manager out of my office. As we started this first semester, we had a set of challenges. Where do we get equipment? How do we get equipment? The faculty needed help, and Kyle's been there every step of the way to ensure the success of our students. So Kyle, on behalf of our students, thank you so much. I want to thank Stephen Hustedy and his predecessor, Mark Nielsen, our division chairs there in the back. They went out of their way to provide guidance, mentorship to our faculty. So thank you, Stephen, and thank you to Mark. I want to thank our IT team, led by Tim Budworth, making all the technology happen, and the man behind the camera there, Rob Duggan, for making it possible for all of you to be joining us live online. Rob, thank you. Thanks to our marketing team. When Dr. Olson and I met with the Brewer team a couple of years ago, we bragged about our marketing apparatus, and they've come through. We've got an amazing website. We've got amazing promotional materials. So thank you to Cassandra Alvarez. Thank you to Bruce Battle for their ongoing support of the CTI. I want to thank David Bannenberg, our facilities director, who's been working tirelessly these past few months to get these construction and remodel projects completed. And really, I want to thank everyone for believing in our vision for this. I want to thank everyone, and if I missed someone, I apologize. But I want to thank everyone who's contributed to the development of the Construction Trades Institute at South Mountain. And I hope that as these programs inevitably grow, that you as contributors feel a sense of pride and a sense of ownership over these programs. To prospective students, I'd say this: come be a part of something special. Come be a part of the Construction Trades Institute at South Mountain Community College. Now, for those of you who don't know, South Mountain's been around for 40 years. And it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the president of South Mountain, who has been president of South Mountain. She is in her 10th year. So allow me to introduce Dr. Sherry Olson. We're going to do the the official. Sorry. It's just has to be done.
I think we're about 12 inches of differential in height, you know. We both played basketball, but we played different positions. Thank you, Klein. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It's just such a beautiful day at South Mountain, and what a celebration to be able to convert this charter school that was built and was in operation maybe 1 year, and then turned back over to the district, and the district gave us this gift and allowed us to start creating career and technical programs in South Phoenix. And it's a significant day to be able to be here today and to actually have our first semester almost completed in a career and technical field at South Mountain Community College. So thank you all for joining this ceremony, both in person as well as virtually. We hope we have a lot of people following this event virtually. Thank you especially to our business partners, Brewer Companies, Haskins Electric, McCarthy Building, and 3G Construction, and also Build Your Future Arizona in co-creating this program to make it relevant to the needs of you, our employers in Maricopa County. Also, a big thank you to the Pasquayaki tribe, thank you, for providing scholarships to, as Klein referred, 40% of the first cohort. We appreciate all that you have given to us in the process of creating this educational opportunity for South Phoenix. As Klein referred to, South Mountain celebrated its 40th anniversary last year during this pandemic, and has served as a vital resource not only for our students, but for the community alike. In its 4 decades of operation, the college has provided a place for learning and growth, and now annually serves a population of more than 6,000 students. SMCC is federally recognized as both a Hispanic-serving and minority-serving institution of higher education, and the college student population represents the most diverse in the Maricopa County Community College District. More than half, 56% of our student body is Hispanic, and 83% of our student population as a whole identifies as part of a minority group. Additionally, more than 70% of our students are first-generation college-going students, meaning that they are the first in their family to attend college. In total, 90% of our students at SMCC come from an underserved population, which includes minority and first-generation students, as well as students who are receiving Pell Grants. And that's part of the reason why you see our enrollment down during this pandemic. We need all of your support to see us through to the other side because our students want to be in person with us, but it's not possible. That is their preferred way of learning. Now for some really fun facts about our college. In the last 5 years, our transfer rates to a university have increased 25%. Pretty good. Now when you look at our Hispanic student population, that 5-year transfer rate has improved 45%. So we are really doing some magnificent things here at South Mountain when you look at student success, and this is just another program that we're going to see tremendous success. And I believe we've had 100% retention in this program. So kudos to our faculty, to Kyle who's supporting this, and to all those that are lifting our students higher during this pandemic. SMCC currently has a huge economic impact in the community, more than $260 million annually. Workforce programs such as this program in construction trades will increase the value by helping students develop career-oriented skills quickly and get them into a field of high demand. That value will also increase the students who, this opportunity will also provide students that need retraining a quick avenue, 16 weeks, and they can enter into a career field that will give them a very good paying job. Anyone out there listening to this, students, if you're struggling or out of work, we highly encourage you to consider this program at South Mountain. You will not look back. It will change your life, and we will take care of you, we will serve you, and we will get you to the other side of graduation in just 16 weeks, and you will be guaranteed an interview with one of our business partners. So again, I just want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for coming to the ribbon cutting ceremony, and I'm going to turn it back to, who do I turn it to? Oh, Mr. Mike Brewer. And I guess we need to clean the microphone. Are you sure? Okay. Okay, I'll put my mask back on, because we're not really 6 feet apart right now. So, thank you. And
Well, it's a great day to be here. So I'll just start off with thanking Dr. Olson and Klein. Thanks for the kind words, and thanks for having me today for this momentous occasion. I'm Mike Brewer, founder and CEO of the Brewer Companies, and Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, Arizona's largest plumbing contractor. I'd also like to pass around some thanks. Primarily, I'll just begin with the Maricopa Community College Governing Board. And Kathleen, thanks for joining us. I didn't have that in my notes. Didn't know you were going to be here this morning. Chief of Staff Darcy Renfro. Again, Dr. Sherry Olson, President of the South Mountain Community College. Klein Namuo, which I got it right. I just found that out this morning to make sure I wouldn't butcher that. The Vice President of Learning, along with your team, your entire team, for working with my industry partners and I to build this program. I'd also like to take a minute to thank Steve Baum, who I work with at the Brewer Companies. He's been instrumental in collaborating with Klein and his team to ensure a successful launch. Additionally, I'd like to thank Chuck Haskins with Haskins Electric and his group for their input on the electrical program, Mike McCrary with 3G and his team for doing the same with the carpentry program. And lastly, I'd like to thank Mike Gonzalez with the support of McCarthy Building Companies for their involvement. I want to share a bit of my own story, or how I came to be involved in this initiative to begin with. I was much like a lot of you online probably, or the youth out today. I went to school, showed up, did my homework, played sports, but for me, college wasn't top of mind. In high school, when not playing football or running track, I began to work for a neighbor who owned a plumbing company right down the street from me. I did that to earn gas money so I could get around on the weekends. I enjoyed that part-time work, and when I graduated, it was a natural thing for me to go straight into the field as a plumber. I didn't start on my first day with the intention to own my own company, much less be the biggest contractor in the state. But I saw how he had been successful and knew that there was great opportunities and a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money. I saw his lifestyle. So fast forward 11 years, my employer approached me and shared that he was ready to move on and wanted out. He was ready to retire, get out of the plumbing game, and he asked if I was interested in purchasing the business. I said yes, of course, before I even thought about what that meant. At the time, I was managing the field operations side, but had never done anything in the office. Over the next year, as we put a deal together, I actually used the community college system right here in Phoenix and attended 2 semesters of accounting classes at night out at Paradise Valley Community College. I purchased the business and began as a sole proprietor the first week of January 1990. It was a small company. Total head count, 2, me and another guy. So here we are 31 years later, an overnight success. We have over 400 employees. Was the work hard along the way? You bet. Was it satisfying to look at the homes I built at the end of the day? Darn right. Did it give me a sense of worth and self-satisfaction to do a quality job? Absolutely. These are the things I think about when I think about this program. The youth of today finding their place in the workforce, being proud of what they do every day. The sense of self that has them feel good about the career path they've chosen. The beauty of this path is the opportunity it provides them to take care of their families, own a home, and be a productive member of society. I mentioned opportunity. And when I say that, it's the financial opportunity that exists by learning a trade. The wages they can earn by being in the trade far surpass much of what a 4-year degree will provide them. Oh, and no debt. There's never been the opportunities that exist in the trades today. Nationally, it's estimated that there are 2.3 million jobs needing to be filled over the next 3 years. Over 155,000 of those jobs are right here in Arizona. Young people choosing to enter the trades today are starting at wages that have never existed before as a first time someone coming into the trades. It's simply a supply and demand issue. Depending on the trade, beginning salaries are between $35,000 and $45,000 a year. That also creates the opportunity to be earning between $65,000 and $80,000 3 years in. I don't care who you are, in my book, that's a success story. That's a group of 21 to 22, 23-year-olds with a career earning big money with no debt. Just let that sink in. So when I began down this path some 5 years ago, and I hosted anyone that would go with me on several tours around the valley, to the programs that already existed, we visited Metro Tech, West Mech, and EVIT. Some of you may have been on those tours with us. In all 3 locations, we saw the same thing. Classrooms that were either empty or had very few students in them. Why was this? Greg Donovan, the superintendent over at West Mech, summed it up as he shared a story with a boardroom full of industry leaders. It was a story of going to the high school campuses in his districts, offering his programs, and having 42 kids sign up, eager to be in the trades programs that West Mech provides. At the beginning of the semester, only 3 kids showed up. So the questions were why? Why did that happen? And his answer was because their parents thought it was below them and that they could do better. Because those parents held a narrative that their kid was going to go to college, that the trades were for losers. I take personal offense to that. It's a myth that our society holds to be true, but we're changing it, and we're changing it with programs such as this. I recently read an article in the November 12th edition of the Wall Street Journal with the headline of, "Is this the end of college as we know it?" The byline was, "For millions of Americans, getting a 4-year degree no longer makes sense. Here's what could replace it." It spoke about the cost of going into debt for a degree that may never have you earn as much as you would by becoming an apprentice and learning a trade. That's a fundamental shift in our society from a mainstream newspaper. And it's an opening for supporting these programs. There's a new listening from the public about what it means to have a successful career and where you look for it. Another initiative that I want to acknowledge, and I'm personally thankful for the community college to be a part of, is actually the Build Your Future Arizona campaign. I'm just ending my term as the chair of the steering committee in that initiative and appreciate your investment in the campaign. So for you, those of you online that may contemplate a job change, maybe the pandemic's caused it, I would challenge you all to go to this website, the byfaz.org website, and take a look at what these opportunities are out there. There is just tons of information about the opportunities that exist in the trades. It lays out both residential and commercial and the many different paths available. To be clear, this isn't about kids that can't make it in college. We need bright, smart kids to be a part of the workforce. And the only way we're going to attract them is through marketing and producing the results I've mentioned above. There are numerous opportunities and career paths to be explored where they can hold leadership or management roles in these construction trades businesses that are available to anyone that chooses to go into the trades. But you got to start somewhere. In fact, I would say going into the trades, coming into one of these programs here at South Mountain Community College, is the first step to the American dream of potentially owning your own business. As for me, the community college offer is there to help with that education as well. So how did we end up here today? So this relationship began back in 2018. In fact, I ran across an email that had gone back and forth between Klein and I, and we had launched a program. So you heard Klein's side of it. I'll share mine now. So we had launched a program called the Brewer Craftsman Academy. It was our own in-house training program. Klein and Dr. Olson found out about it somehow, and then we set up a visit. They came out and witnessed what we were doing. And I believe that first class had 20 young people in it. From my side of the story, it kind of went like this. We love your program. Can we have it? So no was our resounding answer, as we didn't want to give up what we considered to be our competitive advantage, training our own workforce. But from that initial introduction began a series of discussions, and in the end, we agreed to work together building this program. But it also had to include additional trades. Just one trade working to build additional workforce is not what we need today. Every trade out there depends on the one before it and the one behind it to make projects get to completion on time. And it's the number one problem we have out in the trades today, is longevity, or how long it should take to build something versus what it really takes to build. And it's 100% workforce. So that's where the electrical and the carpentry came in. Almost missed a page. Did the same thing at my daughter's wedding last week. So Klein and team worked on putting together a program that is what I consider a great pilot. Those are my words. I'm not sure if that's how it's looked at internally at the community college. I say that because when successful, not if, but when, then it should be duplicated all over the county. In fact, all over the state, providing our youth with another path to a great career. That's what this is all about. It doesn't have to and shouldn't be that there's only one way to be successful in life. You go to college and have a career in the professions, or you aren't a success. Let's instead measure success in our youth's ability to grow. Personally, raising families, feeling proud of what they do every day in communities where they can support themselves and those they love. So in closing, and I've scattered it throughout this entire conversation has been about careers, not jobs. It's not only a mindset, but a narrative we need to be in every marketing piece, in every conversation that takes place about the trades as an option. It's been good to me and my family. I began by working for my neighbor, and over 40 years later, I'm doing things to give back to the industry. This isn't something that I would ask a parent to introduce their child to if I didn't believe in it myself. 4 out of 5 of my sons are working in my business today. I didn't coerce them and drag them into the business. They looked around after finishing their college careers at Paradise Valley Community College and ASU and chose to come to work in the family business. I couldn't be prouder of them and what they're out to accomplish. To me, that's what this is really about, the next generation. The next generation of tradespeople, and from my view, it's in good hands. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to throw it to a student video. Thanks.
Being involved in this course really has motivated to use my hands more and tools and work with wood.
I am a person who really enjoys just building.
I chose Maricopa colleges because MCC offers the construction management program and SMCC offers the carpentry trade classes.
This program is helping me expand on my options.
The local builders here in the area are really hurting for trade workers. And we're really focused on that entry-level person, and we're looking at getting them started in their career within construction after one semester.
They teach us a lot of things such as building, framing.
This program is helping me expand on my options job-wise, not just carpentry in general, but looking into electrical, plumbing, good stuff in the construction industry.
I will definitely take these skills. If I don't work in the employment arena, there's stuff that I'll do to build my own home, refurbish my own home or, family's home.
They can also apply the classes, the hours they accumulate. They can apply that towards an associate's degree in applied technology.
I'm getting my associates while completing it this next semester at MCC for construction management.
It's an entire career path that people have overlooked for the last 20 years.
We truly are changing lives.
Well, good morning, and with the closing remarks, thank you so much for this opportunity to represent the Maricopa Community College District at this historic ribbon-cutting ceremony. As Dr. Olson said, it's a beautiful day for South Mountain, and it's a beautiful embodiment of workforce and economic development through that public-private partnership in action. This is an amazing synergistic incubator of taking the economic development principles. Construction is one of the primary industries in our region. The latest data shows that it's truly the construction sector that is leading the future of Arizona. So Mike and 3G and Haskins, you see this common denominator here? You truly are the most influential group of leaders in our entire state. We know that with construction, it's leading to all the data centers. There's going to be 300,000 new residents just a few miles from here. Who's going to build their homes, all their businesses? So thank you, South Mountain, Dr. Olson, for having the courage to change and listen, and Klein for being that assertive leader that says, I can enact this vision. And that's exactly what we're seeing here today. Can't thank you enough, Brewer, McCarthy, Haskins, 3G, for taking that initiative to meet and say, I want to be a part of creating this institute, because this is the future. And I really value when Mike said, we need to expand this throughout the state, and you will. The Maricopa Community Colleges are very active. We're one of 20 states that through the National Governors Association and in affiliation with the American Association for Community Colleges, that we are embarking on reskilling and recovery network. And so this Construction Trades Institute is going to be featured with the National Governors Association as a model. You are right. The future is, we do hope that Klein and Bernice and the great faculty can help regionalize this model. Mike stated that the Build Your Future Arizona, for those of you who are looking at careers, this helped fill the cohorts here. First-time program filling cohorts. It also helped expand our construction management program at one of our other colleges from 500 to 750. So you're going to have those future construction managers. It's also giving those individuals like Mike, who started out summer job as a plumber, being asked to start a company. So your students that you are hiring, they'll be able to continue their education and really embody that professionalism of construction. South Mountain is really in that transformative phase. Stephen Hustedy was telling us before the ceremony that this started as a liberal arts college. The community wanted to be able to say that we are supporting our students and going to transfer to universities, which you have done so well. And Dr. Olson has said, I'm going to be courageous and listen to the community and building those workforce programs. So we're starting with Construction Trades Institute here. It's going to expand regionally with the leadership of South Mountain Community College. It's also going to expand to those other industry sectors that construction is the hallmark for. Logistics and transportation, IT and cyber. None of those industries would be successful without the construction professions. So I'm so honored, and congratulations, South Mountain, on this innovative partnership, and best wishes all. So let's go to the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Oh, there's a giant pair of scissors. Our business services office sees a giant pair of scissors. It's been authorized by the president. Authorized by the president. When there's an injury, we just need to know. Financial for a lawsuit. You're all in trouble.
Yeah, that looks not good. Maybe that's fine. Okay, and then Mike, the other partners with you on one side will have South Mountain.
Cassandra's going to line us up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, please, please.
Do you want me to go on that side? Yeah.
What do you mean? This like this like is there like Oh, you mean like regionalization? Yeah. Scott
We are.
Yeah, absolutely.
He goes down your tongue out.
Yeah, stick your tongue out. That's good.
I'll count you down from inside.
What's that?
I'll count you down from inside.
You'll count it down from inside?
Okay.
Are we going to take pictures or?
Here?
Okay, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Dr. Olson?
You want to be on the other side of it? Okay. You should be holding the scissors as well. Okay.
Okay, so okay.
It's like a, here, let me take your picture.
We're just taking direction from Cassandra right now. How about that? That's good. That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Ready? Ready?
Good?
Good?
We're good.
It just looks a little bit awkward, so hold it like
Like this?
How about we have Dr. Olson and Mike on the other side of the tape? No? Okay. I'll stop trying to.
You just tell us to go. We'll make it happen.
But also, do you want to also actually, Mike, you don't have to hold it. You can actually just hold kind of like close to the, hold it as if you were.
Could Mike hold the ribbon and Dr.
Yeah,
Olson
there
cut
you go.
it?
Why don't you take the scissors?
Okay, let's do that.
Hold the ribbon.
Perfect.
Does that work?
Are you good? Yay! Ready? Governing board member come.
Oh, yes. All right. I believe at this point, for those of you connecting, we're going to now play a video of the trades. For those in person, we'll give you a tour of all of the new facilities. For those of you connecting, we're going to play that video and you'll be able to experience our new facilities remotely. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.